Hi guys, I'm here today with a book review. So, just reviewing this said book today. You've seen it quite a few in my vlogs. It's The Man Who Reigned by Ali Shaw, and Ali Shaw is actually a man. I wasn't sure at first. You know when I don't know if it's just me. Sometimes I read a book and I think that it's written by a really strong male voice or a female voice, and I can just tell instantly if it's being written by a man or a woman. Does anyone else come across that? I don't know if that's just me, but with this book I wasn't quite sure. I was leaning towards masculine, but I wasn't sure, and then I googled and found out that Ali Shaw is a man. So I'll just read you the blurb, the synopsis. When Elsa's father is killed in a tornado, all she wants is to escape from New York, her job, her boyfriend, to somewhere new, anonymous, set apart. For some years she has been haunted by a sight once seen from an aeroplane, a tiny isolated settlement known as Thunderstown. Thunderstown has received many a pilgrim, and young Elsa becomes its latest. Drawn to this weather-ravaged backwater, this place rendered otherworldly by the superstitions of its denizens. I can never say that. In Thunderstown, they say the weather can come to life, and when Elsa meets Finn Monroe, an outcast living in the mountains above the town, she wonders whether she has witnessed just that. For Finn has an incredible secret. He has a thunderstorm inside him. Not everyone in town wants happiness for Elsa and Finn. As events turn against them, can they weather the tempest? Can they survive at all? God, I can't get my words out sometimes. So when I do reviews, I try not to give massive spoilers, but then equally I do sort of do a little bit of spoilers just to kind of whet your appetite about the book, so that's just kind of my disclaimer, as it were. So I found out about this book because I read his other novel, which was The Girl with the Glass Feet, and that was, they both, to be honest with you, actually I'm going to put them both in the same bracket. But ever since I read The Girl with the Glass Feet, I've wanted to read The Man Who Reigned, and it's one of those books that's been on my wish list for quite a while, and I finally got round to reading it, and oh wow, oh blimey, governor. Both of his books are beautiful, and they are macabre, but they're lovely, and they're works of poetry. I desperately want to read this again at some point because he is so descriptive. Like, not only are like characters in the world make believe, but he adds like other little details and things, and you can just get lost and caught up in the language and the description and the kind of beautiful fairy tale-ness of it all. And I don't mean fairy tale as in like la 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 really sweet, but I mean the macabre sort of way. And it's kind of, it's dark, but without being, I would say it's grey rather than black dark, if you know what I mean, because it's not all tra la la fairy tale. So yeah, it's sort of a bit dark, but it's just enchanting. Just the way it just, everything is just built and stuff. The main character in it, Elsa, she was okay. She wasn't necessarily that great. I mean, the story itself, possibly a little bit inevitable, i.e., girl goes somewhere to find herself, girl meets boy, girl falls in love with boy, trials and tribulations, that kind of stuff. But that didn't distract from the actual story, that didn't distract it from me, because I think everything was just so rich and poetic and inviting that I just really, really enjoyed it. I thought it was a bit too, okay, she falls in love with Finn, and I thought that was a bit too easy. There could have been a little bit more struggle, maybe. But then I guess if you just fall in love with someone, you fall in love with someone. And none of the other, there was a few other characters in there, but no one actually real sort of packed a punch for me, because everyone was just, it was all sort of focused. To be honest with you, I was so wrapped up in the language and the way this was written rather than the story itself. So which is why I need to actually go back and reread it at some point to actually kind of get the story, if that makes sense, because it was just so beautifully written. I mean, I thoroughly enjoyed it. So basically, Finn is a man. He has a man's body, man's physique, but he's actually part weather. He's actually a storm, and it's kind of a bit weird to get your head round, but it's beautiful. It's just so beautiful that he is the weather, he is the storm, and he has it inside of him. And when he's happy, the weather's nice, and when he's sad, the weather's dark and grey and horrible. And I don't really know what else to say. I wrote some notes. What else did I say? Yeah, that's pretty much it. So I need to reread this again to kind of get more of the story and not be so wrapped up in the kind of the poetry of it and the descriptiveness of it. But I did thoroughly enjoy it and would definitely recommend it. I think I gave it probably a 4-star on Goodreads, I think I gave it. But yeah, took me a while to read it, if I'm honest with you. It wasn't the sort of book that really gripped me and I was like, I've got to read it. But yeah, but I enjoyed it nonetheless. So I hope this review's made sense and I haven't just babbled. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.